So today I'll be making some of these tool holders. You can see this one right here. So we're making pretty much a clone of this, two of them out of a single chunk of steel. These are obviously Chinese ones. They're about $20 a piece, so I'm not actually saving any money by making them, but it's a fun project to do on my mill. The dovetail is 60 degrees. Here I'm using a 3/8 end mill to remove bulk material for the dovetail. Here I'm using a parting blade to remove a bulk of the material on the base of the dovetail, so my dovetail cutter doesn't have to take such a big cut. Here's the dovetail cutter I'm using. It's just a cheap one off Amazon. It's 60 degrees. Here I'm deburring with a fine cut file. This is really important because it can give you a false measurement if you're measuring on a burr, or you can cut yourself. Here I'm just doing a test fit with my tool holder. I made sure it was a little bit loose because you want to have it pretty easy to get on and off. Here I'm just cutting it off with my bandsaw, getting it square on each end and then cutting it in half. Here I'm just squaring up those saw cut ends with a fly cutter. You can see me making that in a different video. Here you can see them deburred and the finish that fly cutter left, pretty good. So now I'm just laying out the groove for the tool. I'm just laying this out kind of so I don't mess up spectacularly. It's not really necessary because I have a DRO, but it's nice to have. Here I'm just using a 3/8 carbide end mill to remove a lot of the material. I found that you could move it a lot faster than I was earlier in this project, and so I was up to 2,000 RPM and a lot faster feed rate and deeper depth of cut. You can also see the chips started turning kind of a bronze color, which is good. I'm using my air gun to remove the chips so that it's not double cutting them. Here I'm using a pair of 3/4 inch parallels to just make sure that it's within tolerance, and I like it a little bit loose because I will be putting 3/4 inch tools in there. Here I'm drilling it out. I put that little clamp there because I'm doing two of these so I can repeatedly put them. I can put the second one in without having to change my 0 point. I started power tapping it, which is a good way to make sure it's straight, and then just finished it off by hand. I'm tapping these 1/4-20. There's the height adjustment knobs, as you can see there. Gets the tool to the correct height. there's the two next to the one I modeled it off of. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day.